Hello, friends. So I want to deploy this website to the internet using Microsoft Azure, right? And currently, the website is running on my, local machine, my laptop, right? You can't access it over the internet. And this deployment is going to be serverless, right? And when I mean serverless, I'm not going to deploy, I'm not going to provision or manage virtual machines, right? So I don't need to provision or manage virtual machine. So it's going to be serverless and it's going to be fully automated, right? So it's going to really be an amazing project. It's going to be a CI/CD project, basically. So I'm going to do the deployment in three different environments: the testing environment, the QA environment, and the production environment. And the reason for this is most time in the real world, when you want to deploy maybe a website or you want to make an upgrade, you typically don't just do it straight to the production environment, right? You have like a QA environment where once it's deployed to the QA environment, a release manager will check if everything looks good before approval for to be deployed in the production environment. So that's what we are going to also do in this project. And we are going to be using different different Azure resources like the Azure storage account, the blob, the object storage, Azure DevOps organization is going to really be an amazing continuous integration and continuous deployment project. So let's quickly look at the architecture. So let's look at the architecture. So here's the architecture, right? This is basically the work of a DevOps engineer, right? So the first thing we are going to do is to create a storage account. And this storage account, we are going to create three storage accounts rather. So we are going to create one for the testing environment, another for the QA environment, and for the production environment. So this account is where once the deployment is done, the website is going to be kind of like deployed into this environment. The source code, everything will be deployed into this environment. So before doing all those deployments, we have to create the the storage account so that we can use it. If you look at this place here, right? So that we can use the name, right? We can use the name of the storage account when we are configuring the pipelines. So the first thing is we create the storage account. Then we have to kind of clone the website source code from the Git repository. So we clone it to Azure repos, right? So we are currently inside the Azure DevOps organization. So we clone it in and then we, build the pipelines. We have the build, the CI, the continuous integration, and then we do the release, which is the pipeline for the release for the continuous deployment. So it's going to really be an amazing CI/CD project. And after that, we just deploy to the three different environments. And one thing I want you to note is that first is going to be deployed to the testing environment, then to the QA, the quality assurance environment. But before deployment to the production environment, there's going to be a pre-deployment check or condition such that somebody have to give an approval, right, before deployment to this production environment. So the person will check if everything looks good in the quality assurance environment, maybe a release manager or, we just check and then we say, okay, approve, and then it will be automatically deployed to the production environment. So this is going to really be an amazing project. Okay, see you in the next video.